Section 5.5 is about multiplying polynomials. So the first thing we're going to do, since we're dealing with multiplication, so let me move this up a little. Since we're dealing with multiplication, when it comes to the coefficients, 8 and -9, just multiply that way you always multiply. 8 times -9 should give me -72. When it comes to the letters, we learned in the previous sections that when we have the same base, we add the exponents. So I'm going to have m to the third, and that's all I get. Now here, when I have one term on the outside and many terms on the inside, basically I'm going to multiply the number on the outside to every term on the inside. Remember the property of distributive. So when I multiply to the first term, remember coefficient-wise, just multiply normally. -8 times 4, that gives me -32. When it comes to exponents, remember just add the exponents. So m to the 6. Now when I multiply to the second term, -8 times 3 gives me -24. Add the exponents, so I'm going to have m to the 5. When it comes to the third term, -8 times 2, that gives me -16. Add the exponents on the m, so I'm going to have m to the 4th. Lastly, -8 times -1, that gives me +8 and m to the 3rd. Right, I added the exponent. There was only one term with m, so do include the m to the 3rd. So think of distributive property. Now, we might have two terms on the outside. So what we're going to be doing first, we're going to distribute the m squared, that first term. So let me distribute the m squared to the second parentheses. Coefficients wise, technically there's a 1 in front of these. So 1 times 4, I have 4. Add the exponents, m to the 5th. When I distribute it to the second term, I'm going to have -2 m to the 4th. When you distribute it to the third term, we're going to have +4 m to the 3rd. So once again, I was just distributing the m squared. Let me clear this out. Now, let me distribute the 5. I want to distribute the second term. Remember, first I distribute the first term. Then I'm going to distribute the second term. 5 times 4, that should give me 20 m to the 3rd. Then 5 times -2, that should give me -10 m to the 2nd. And lastly, 5 times 4m, that should give me +20 m. So first do all your multiplication. If I had a third term, by any chance here, distribute that term to every term on the second parentheses. So we're going to do distributive. Now combine the like terms. The biggest exponent that I see is m to the 5th. That's the only term that I see. So I'm just going to write 4m to the 5th. Then m to the 4th as the only term that I see. So I'm just going to copy it, -2m to the 4th. When it comes to m to the 3rd, I see two terms. Combine the coefficients, 4 plus 20. I'm going to call that 24 m to the 3rd. When it comes to m to the 2nd, that's the only term. And then when it comes to m, I have +20m. And I don't see no terms with no letters. So that would be my answer. 4m to the 5th minus 2m to the 4th plus 24m cubed minus 10m squared plus 20m. So that's how we multiplied polynomials. Now here, let's take a look at this other one. Distribute the 2k first. So 2k times k, I'm going to get 2k squared. 2k times 3y, I'm going to get 6ky. Notice I've multiplied the 2 and the 3. The letters k and y, I just wrote both of them. I cannot combine them, but at least I write ky. Now distribute the 5y to the other side. So I'm going to have 5yk. 5y times 3y, I'm going to have 15y squared. Now when I combine my like terms, 2k squared, that's my first term. Now in the middle, they're both like terms. They have y and k and y. Might be swapped. The letters might be in different order, but are the same letters. So I'm going to combine them as 11ky. And then plus 15y squared. Looking at my example B, multiply the 7p. So I'm going to have 21p squared minus 7pq. Now let me distribute the 2q. I'm going to have 6pq and then minus 2q squared. So when I combine my like terms, I should have 21p squared minus 1pq. You see how I'm combining those two terms? So that's where I get the minus 1, and then minus 2q squared. Now, when we have three terms, we're going to multiply only the first two. Distribute the 2x squared to the inside, so I'm going to have 2x to the third minus 6x squared. Right? I cannot combine anything, so I'm done. That's just combining the first two terms. So I distribute the 2x squared to the terms on the inside. Don't forget that I still have the other polynomial, 3x plus 4. So now what we're going to be doing is distribute it again. So I'm gonna distribute the 2x to the third. So I'm gonna have 6x to the fourth plus 8x to the third, right? Because I distributed 2x to the third. Now distribute the second term. I'm gonna have minus 18x to the third minus 24x squared. And then to finish it off, just combine your like terms. For space, I'm going to write in red up here. I'm going to have 6x to the fourth minus 10x to the third minus 24x squared. Right, I was able to combine those two in the middle. So that should be my answer. Okay. So that was section 5.5.